Three, two, one. Hi, I'm Casey from Deer Teeth Media, and this is Wichita Pete. What was the inspiration behind your name?
This is not as cool of a story as a lot of bands, but me and Mitchell were in a band called Orange Peaks back in the day, and we were playing a show at JJ's Tavern in Western Mass, and me and Mitchell wanted to start a band with Taden, our usual full-time drummer. He had just filled in for a show, and we were like, we should start a band with that guy. And Mitchell was like, yeah, but what would we call a band with him? And I off the cuff said Wichita Pete and the Washboards, and then he immediately made an email for that name, and that was the band. So
Yeah. Once you get the email, it's done.
yeah, and then he misspelled our Venmo 3 times.
What genre do you guys describe yourselves as?
Avant-garde noise slam.
Yeah, so like we just coined a term called improv violence because all of our studio music is improvised, and for a while in the first handful of months of the band, we were improvising every piece of the band. I don't want to disservice the name of slam because there is like a real history to that genre, and we don't always play slam. We play somewhere in between slam, deathcore, and
Heavy-ass dumbass shit.
beatdown. Yeah, heavy-ass dumbass shit.
Your biggest inspirations?
What's yours? On guitar, let's say, because you're the guitarist.
Probably Mastodon, to be honest with you, which is funny because I don't play anything technical. Dumb. I'd say the Acacia Strain. That's probably the biggest one.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that's a unit. The whole band is inspired by Acacia Strain. That would be the inspiration. For me, I think vocally, probably Vincent from the Acacia Strain, but also Jake Lurs from August Burns Red shaped a lot of my sound. So
I would definitely say Vane FM. Matt from Vane, best drummer from Mass.
Yes.
real,
Yep.
so real.
And Incendiary.
What's your songwriting process?
That's funny.
Why don't you describe that?
Me and Taden sit down and we play. And
Yeah.
We record whatever we play, and so that's the song.
Taden just had a 1-year-old daughter, like, or not like she was born 1 year old, but like she's about to turn 1 in like this upcoming month, and Taden bought an e-kit because he was ready to have a daughter, and then he joined this band and immediately needed a live kit, and him and Mitchell sit in the basement with a combo amp and an e-kit, and they record and do a Focusrite and a laptop, and they just make songs up, and then we just learn whatever they improved.
I noticed you guys have some intense lyrics. What's usually the thought process behind that?
You know, I don't actually sing any of our lyrics. I wrote those lyrics after the songs were put out, and I just write, it's just poetry I've written because I love writing poetry. That is like a really big, like, come home from work and write so that I'm not an angry person. So literally all of our lyrics, and unless if it is a part where you can definitely tell I'm saying real words, I make them up after the fact because I want to virtue signal my writing.
What emotions do you put into those lyrics?
Kind of just about like general feelings of like anguish and dejection with like existence. The idea that I do not feel as though I belong among my peers because either I feel like I am constantly doing the wrong thing with them, or I feel as though I am never enough for the ones that I love, and I can never give enough, and there's not enough of me to give. And I kind of turn that into like, how does that feel that day? And then I'll like pick a song and I'll just write some poetry for it, and then I'll assign it mentally to a song before it releases. So
How do you feel about having an audience that enjoys your music?
Coming from a band where we didn't have an audience that enjoyed the music, it's the best feeling in the world.
yeah, I was just talking to the kids from Long Forgotten, and we consistently will have a show, and I will expect no one to be there.
Yeah.
And then I will show up, and people will be like, people are here for your band, and then I'll like tear up a little bit, and I'll be like, what the hell, man? Come on, man.
We spent like 2 years playing to no one.
Yeah.
Like, in a different band.
Constantly.
Yeah, we started this one.
In Providence. Orange Peaks played in Providence. We have our biggest following is in Bangor, Maine, and we never go there because it's 5 hours away.
Right.
And then the band is dead now, so it's hard, but it's hard in a good way. That's a cool emotion to overcome. Is kind of fear of fear of failure in front of people who admire us.
How did you guys meet?
Band mix.
Band mix.
It was Tinder for
Tinder for
musicians.
bands. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I needed a singer real bad.
Yeah, so it's a website called Band Mix where basically you post your profile and people can reach out to you for tryout for stuff. And I had just kind of an older part of my lore is that before I started going as a non-binary, I was a lot more like really like railroady, trans femme, like hard on that, fully on like all the medication and everything for it. And I remember my ex had just broken up with me like after that, and I was just like, I've been singing, like, I've been teaching myself to sing for 7 years. I don't have any material to prove that. Just please let me try out. And he hit me up, and he's a pain in the ass. So he was like, yo, pull up and try out. And I drove for a couple, probably like 6 months, I was driving from Salem, Mass to Burrillville, Rhode Island twice a week so I could practice with them. Jalen's the drummer for Chokeout primarily, and Chokeout's one of the bands we're closest friends with, so that's how we met Jalen.
Favorite song of yours to play?
Never Going Back.
Yeah,
Never Going Back is
I really
such a
do
good
like
song.
that one. That one's
So
good.
that's a song that's going to be on the new EP that we don't really have a release date. We're working on making sure we have like the merch and the art and everything for it before, but we're going to be having a new EP. We'll announce it here. It's the Dead Scar EP. It's a 4-song EP themed around World of Warcraft, and it'll be dropping in the winter is all I'll say. Give it a very vague winter time, and Never Going Back is...
You've been playing that song forever.
We've been playing that song for a while because we had written it for another project that fell apart, and we're playing that tonight actually. And that song is about
Second, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's a song about it's a song about like erotic role play on World of Warcraft, which is an embarrassing part of my teenage years.
I'm sure everyone's had that. That's all right.
Yeah, you know. Surely everyone went on World of Warcraft and got groomed by 30-year-old women. So, I mean, technically we finished 2 EPs about a month ago. We went to the studio, just grinded 2 straight days out, got both the EPs done. The Dead Scar EP will be releasing in the winter. Don't tell nobody, but we might be doing a pre-order only release of some hockey jerseys for that one because it's going to be winter time. So
I need one.
yeah, so
Jalen's gonna
we
get
will
one.
put out a post describing it because like we're going to be doing those. They're very expensive. Realistically, like they're hockey jerseys with like the embroidery. So we're gonna just tell people, hey, just pay what they are worth, and we won't upcharge at all, and you'll just get a cool jersey. And we're gonna do 2 charity raffle jerseys, so that anyone who wins them puts however much they put into the raffle. It'll be like a silent auction, and we'll donate to any charity of their choice because we constantly have to give back. And then we have another EP that's going to be coming probably in the summer or fall of next year, depending on how that goes, which is going to be called Mint Chocolate Chip, and it'll be all ice cream flavors. So, and that one will have some cool features because we're going to try to work with some rappers and R&B artists from the New England scene, hopefully. So.
All right, we're all excited. This has been Deer Tooth Media, and this has been Wichita Pete.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate you.